Okay, so you can hold on to it. I don't care. It's probably going to make noise anyway. 10 years later, guys.
Yeah,
we're 10 years in the making now.
I feel technically old. It's more than 10
I feel
years.
old. I really do.
Because it's not going to be finished until next.
I mean, this is for all of our views, everybody that's listening, this is our pre-recording. We're literally less than an hour away from seeing
theater.
outside.
Got the seats reserved.
Yeah, less than an hour from seeing Infinity War. Super pumped. I'm just gonna go around. I think something a bit unique. Where were you guys when you saw the first Iron Man?
I was on a date.
In a movie theater.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
I was on a date randomly. We were bored as fuck, and we were it was maybe 11 o'clock. Someone was like, "Oh, let's go see Iron Man," and I was like, "I don't want to see Iron Man. It's gonna be bad." And then they were like, "No, let's go," and I was like, "All right, fine." And then I left, and I'm like, "Fuck, it was so good."
Where was I? I was at the Delsey Drive-In because Iron Man was playing with sorry-ass Percy Jackson, but that's random. Combo.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's so random, but Iron Man was so good.
That's both Disney, but they weren't even Disney back then.
I saw Iron Man here. So it's full circle.
Oh,
it's
man.
right when I first started working here, too. I think Iron Man was the first big movie out.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is almost full circle, 10 years.
What about you? I know you're new.
I saw Iron Man here in Burlington.
Here
and
also?
then I think the first one I saw on IMAX was Thor when Disney took over. No, Cap.
No, Iron Man 2 is when Disney took
Was it?
over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one I saw on IMAX was Thor, but I've seen everyone in IMAX since then.
What about you, Joe? You're literally just gonna go with the movie theater? Did you see it here?
Yeah, I saw it here.
Same. All right.
There's not much I remember other than the fact that I guess midnight showings were still a thing back then.
Yeah.
So, because originally when we were talking about it out in the line, I was like, man, I can still remember racing out of work to get here. It's like, oh, wait, no. I didn't have to do that. That was one of those nights where you just waited and waited and waited because you're done work, you're done any obligations. It's just like, when is midnight going to hit? And you just wait and wait and wait because Iron Man has always been my favorite character as far as, the whole of Marvel. As far as X-Men goes, Gambit's my favorite. But to see an Iron Man movie was just like, holy shit.
I was gonna
You could beat that.
All right. I don't know. I was gonna say.
Holy shoot.
I remember actually, funny enough, that I'm actually seeing Infinity War today with the same people I saw the first Iron Man with. I saw it with my brother and my best friend TJ, and I remember that there was a thing watching it alone. I didn't know what to expect from Iron Man, but I knew him as a Marvel hero. But my mind was blown. Robert Downey Jr. killed it, and it was the first movie where I feel like from a general audience, prior Marvel movies before that, they were meant for a general audience, but this was the first, man, it's so cool to be a superhero, and it's not made for those fans. But the biggest thing that I remember is, if anybody remembers the show on G4 called Attack of the Show.
Yeah.
So, Olivia Munn, yes. Yep. So, I remember that prior to seeing Iron Man, we had a 8 o'clock show or something. I was watching Attack of the Show, and they were like, oh, be sure to stay after the end credits because it has something to do with Hulkbuster armor. Like, oh shit, Hulkbuster armor and Incredible Hulk is coming out. Did not expect Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury to come out and say I'd like to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative. When I heard that, I said, "This is crazy."
Well, because everybody knew what the Avengers were. If you were enough of a Marvel fan, you knew that meant team, and without even knowing, because this is before anyone cared enough for spoilers, that they literally just came out and said, "Hey, guess what? There's more characters in this world."
What, though? I remember seeing the Sting and I'm going, no way, they're not going to do it. It's impossible. I remember having the argument with someone. I'm like, there's no effing way we're ever going to see these many heroes on one screen. I was like, look at the logistics. I mean, you got to pay them all. I was like,
well, who would they even cast as?
I was like,
the
there's
visual.
no way we're
A movie's
ever
never
gonna
been
see
done like this, too, where it's 10 years of multiple trilogies put together.
Realistically, they created the essential first synaptic universe.
Yeah.
It's because of that. Well, Star Wars, but after the first trilogy, they're the ones that combine it
Multiple
not just
movies.
being Star Wars, it being multiple, like you were saying, trilogies, but multiple characters. And,
And how every movie connects to another.
Each one.
Upon each.
And that's the thing, who would have thought that 10 years ago we'd be here?
Yeah, they essentially built a mini movie off of Stings.
Let's look at it this way.
Yeah.
10 years, Guys Night is revamped.
How old is Guys Night?
No, it's only 4
Yeah, but
years
think
old.
about it. The concept is we're friends.
When
We're seeing movies. We're
Four
reviewing it.
critics come together.
But you know what?
But we come
Think
together.
about where.
No one-
Yo, we are the Avengers.
I'm
Captain America.
Just change it.
I'm Cap.
What do you get to be Cap?
It's gonna be emotional, man.
Captain America.
You are Quicksilver.
I am Captain
You're
America.
Quicksilver.
Don't take He is stealing my joke from our group chat. No,
You really are.
I said that first. I said if anything, Bucky is Quicksilver because he tried to say.
Quicksilver.
That's because I tried to say what Newman was Cap.
Well, theoretically, wouldn't
Yeah, I was
Rashawn
like-
be Quicksilver since
I
he's
was
the
like,
dead
fuck
weight?
Cap, I'm Iron Man.
Oh, and that's on the recording too.
Wait, who's Rashawn?
Yo, shit!
He would be Quicksilver.
Damn, Newman! Yo, who is he?
He proved his point.
I meant which character is he?
Quicksilver, post Age of Ultron. Yo, get him, Quicksilver!
Damn, Rashawn. He's gonna show up out of nowhere.
Yeah, see that
Yeah.
coming.
But anyway, yeah.
I'm just
I don't
super
know.
hyped, man. This is like,
Yeah.
I'm hyped.
like I haven't
See,
read
my
a
only
comic book
thing
in a
is-
while, but this is like the
I don't mean to cut
culmination
you off, but
of my dreams.
when we saw Black Panther and I turned to Curtis and I was like, "What if it sucks?"
Yeah.
And Curtis goes, "No." You say that
can't.
for Avengers.
But aren't we past that
But
point
then I'm
now
at,
of
like-
what if it sucks? Like, we have enough faith
Well-
this many movies in where just like,
have-
it might not be the best.
Statistically, I
It
don't
might
know
be the
how it
first
can
two
suck.
Thor movies, but everything's...
I'd say 3, but
I
alright.
think, well, Phase
Third one
3's
was
been the best phase
Phase 3,
because
yeah,
everything's
it
hit
has
the ground
been the most
running
solid.
and nothing's
The
up.
Almighty Boar.
Oh yeah, I called Thor the Almighty Boar. Just nah.
I told her she doesn't have to see the first two Thors because
You don't have to see any of them.
Ever since Ragnarok, it's irrelevant.
I thought it was
The
hilarious.
only
It's the only one I
reason-
know of, so that's why. It was
The only reason I would say 2 is because it has ether. The ether in it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you need the stones.
Just
Yeah,
watch
I
the
agree.
Sting though, and you're good.
They're gonna dress up as Spider-Man.
You know what? I was just like,
I was ready to see you like in the suit and like.
no, you know
Years
what?
since he wore it.
Yeah.
No, I did it this
Spider-Man's gained
Monday.
a few pounds.
Spider-Man has, but I wore it on Monday for
Spider
for an
Bachelor.
event. But nah, I mean Natasha was wearing a Black Panther shirt, and I was like, I kind of want to rock the Infinity Gauntlet, so I'll just
I
wear.
tried finding a new shirt. I couldn't find
Yeah,
anything.
I'll just wear my Avengers shirt. Of course.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
my
no
Avengers shirt.
You're Black Panther. I know.
I'll be sure. Who wouldn't want to be Black Panther?
Well,
At least right now, who doesn't want to be
There's always,
Black
there's always the running joke that if Black Panther ever woke up and he was as poor as Bruce Wayne, he'd kill himself.
It's like Oprah Winfrey.
what?
So here's a thought I had that we discussed the other day was that one of the greatest things that Marvel's actually been able to do is that with Spider-Man and Black Panther, they didn't dedicate all this time and money to making their movies first. They introduced them in a small dose as part of Civil War. They were a success, and that all that did was help their movies become even bigger than they should be.
Yeah.
And I feel that's the same way with what we're going to see tonight and what we're going to see next year is that even if there's a surprise character we don't know is being introduced, we're going to get enough of that character that by the time they ever get their own movie, we're going to be like, yo, I want to see that because they were cool as shit in Infinity War.
I like it. It's a formula
Dude,
from like the 80s cartoons, the 90s cartoons. Where
'Cause-
they didn't like give you backgrounds on anybody. They just like an X-Men. I just remember seeing all these different heroes all
Multiple
the time, and then it would be like up to you to later on figure out who the hell these people were. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think it's a good formula. It makes you want to dig deeper into
Are we
a
expecting
franchise.
anyone tonight?
Well, who was the coolest character in Civil War?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Or
Spider. Okay. Yeah.
Spider-Man or Black Panther, the two
Yeah.
they introduced in that movie. And I don't know the total screen time either of them had.
15
Honestly,
but for the little bit
yeah.
that they were in those movies,
they killed it.
they crushed it.
Dude,
That's
I
why-
remember Civil. Were you with me when we saw Civil War? Or?
No. We went to see
Okay,
it.
Civil War. I'll never forget this because Natasha gets on me about this. The moment that they said on the screen "Queens, New York," I was like, I know who that is. And it's just like,
And that voice too.
yo, yeah, for real. Not even gonna lie, that low pitch voice, hype.
No pitch. That was low.
Question I asked Bucky
I know.
is, do we get Captain Marvel tonight?
I say no.
I feel like we're gonna see a sting. Of
I feel like
I feel is your
Well,
best opportunity.
yeah.
the rumor is that we're apparently going to see maybe Silver Surfer in this mess.
I'm gonna stab you in the
I
neck
heard
if you
they-
say any more rumors.
I
because
heard
I
too.
don't want
Well,
to know anything.
I think honestly, Captain Marvel, the stinger is going to be Ant-Man vs. Wasp, because I think personally, what I think happens is we're going to get the end of Captain Marvel, and she's going to end up in the quantum realm, and you get what's her name back in Ant-Man vs. Wasp. Michelle Pfeiffer's playing, who was in
Original Wasp.
who was in the quantum realm. and she's going to come back in Avengers 4 and tell them.
Well, and we're talking rumors. I believe it was Sebastian Stan said that there was a day where for Avengers 4 where everybody was there, and he mentioned Michelle Pfeiffer, Michael Douglas. So if it's true or not, because nowadays with all the big properties, there's fake scripts, fake scenes.
Well, that's
fake
the
endings.
thing. The production. I don't know if you heard of the production on this, but like everybody was placed a fake script.
Fake script.
Yeah.
Yep. The
And
only
I was
person
like, that's
who
so
claims
smart.
they've seen it all or read it all was Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
But who knows if that's true?
Exactly, because I know Robert Downey Jr. He quoted like he doesn't know if his character makes it out. Tom Holland, they purposely gave him the fakest script.
Cumberbatch said the same
Because-
thing because Cumberbatch was asked about Doctor Strange 2, and he said something in the same mindset of like, well, if I make it out of this movie. So, I mean...
He doesn't even know. And that's the thing. I love how it's like they took the time secrecy. Apparently people were taken on set like in weird ways. Like,
Really?
yeah.
I know,
You
like,
know who knows? My mom knows. I'm dead serious.
saw
My
it
mom
already?
knows. She saw it already.
Wait, who dies?
My mom knows everything about this movie already.
No.
She already saw it.
Do you want me to
She's
call her,
like,
wake her up?
Philippines,
Wait,
right?
when did she see it?
Last night in Thailand.
Get outta here, for real?
In Thailand. So my mom knows. But I did tell my mom, and I have a witness to this, that if she spoils any of it, I will block her number
Yeah.
and I will never speak to her ever again.
Okay, so we're gonna conclude this like soon,
This
but before we
portion,
get out, we're gonna obviously do one after the movie, but we need predictions right now. Who do you think is gonna
Can
die?
we vote on it? Because I feel like that's a better
All right,
way.
I'm
If you
voting
go
for it.
through the
I mean,
core
it's-
members,
All right,
yay or
it's either gonna
nay.
be Cap.
No, but we're gonna take a vote. We're gonna go through each Avenger and we're gonna
So let's
say.
just say, all right.
Okay,
let's
wait.
Let's go off the
If
core.
obviously you can't see it, so if you say I, we know. Okay, so we'll do Spider-Man. Who do you think Spider-Man's gonna die?
No.
Okay,
Because they've already
Black Panther.
No.
Okay, now we're gonna get into like so
Go to
that's
the
how we'll
core
do it.
members. The
I
core
know.
members.
Three.
Hawkeye,
No.
I don't even think he's
Okay, ready?
Not even be in it, right?
Boar.
Thor? I think no.
Or no.
I don't think Thor.
I think he just got this brand new fucking hammer. No, they're not.
Okay.
giving him
I think
How about
he's getting a
this?
weapon.
Side characters: Loki.
Yes.
I.
Yes.
Yes,
I see it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I see Loki dying. I'm gonna cry, but it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Because remember, contracts are a big part of it. And
Yeah.
They're gonna make
Downey
them.
had a
Okay.
big
They're gonna
power.
make them bow out. If any contract's right, they're gonna make them bow out like in a good way. It's not gonna
Yeah,
be like,
redemption.
we're just not. Gonna
We'll knock out
His
the
Jamie
obvious.
Lannister moment.
Yeah.
We'll knock out the obvious one. Captain America.
Yes.
All right.
If he lives, I will be.
Shocked.
happy, but I will.
Oh, you're gonna cry?
You know what? I almost feel
Yeah.
like
I already feel like, I imagine that
I almost feel like he will die because we expected him to die in Civil War based on the comics.
Yeah.
No. We're expecting one thing tonight.
I swear to God,
Hail
I will-
Hydra.
Yo, if he says Hail Hydra,
Okay,
yo.
I will burn every theater in the tri-state area to the ground.
The shot of Cap and Thanos like this is just going to be a little...
Exactly. No, he's gonna take the glove and just be like, "Let me have it." Shoots it at Iron Man, kills him. Hail Hydra.
Beat you this
I
time.
will kill
Well, I told
hordes of
Bucky.
people.
I said to Bucky, I said, my biggest plot twist, and I said it to one of my other friends months ago. I was like, we're gonna get Thanos is gonna be like beat up, and the gateway's gonna open, and Red Skull is gonna come out because at the end of or at the end of
Captain America, yeah, the first
he gets
one.
sucked up through the Tesseract,
9 realms
Yeah.
lining up too.
and we never know where he actually went or if he actually dies.
Well, if this is the pre-thoughts, the one thing even if we ended on this thought is, remember, they did say that every thread that's been open from Iron Man to now will be tied up. So it's going to be a little kid from Iron Man 3.
All right, so
The
wait a
kid
minute.
from Iron Man 3 is going to
So
be
here's
Thanos. That's
here's
it.
the question then.
He's gonna be the new
What about Iron Man?
Yeah, Iron
Anybody
Man for
think?
sure.
No, for who's gonna die?
I think he
makes
is.
it out.
I think he
If
dies.
he dies, he
Dies.
sacrifices himself
Yeah.
for Cap.
Well, if
It
anything,
goes back to Avengers where he's like, you're never the guy to make the
Skrull.
sacrificial.
He's been a
plan.
Skrull since Avengers.
So that's why I say if he sacrifices himself, he's going to sacrifice himself either by Cap or for Cap, because that'll show you like he really
ultimate, he
dies.
forgives him.
I think if he does sacrifice him, it's gonna be for Winter Soldier.
ooh, that would be. Ooh. Oh, I'm so pumped! Oh!
I think when everyone dies, we get back.
Huh?
They're saying that people are getting pissed because we're holding suit.
So we're about to conclude this. So until next time, this has been Jared Avery.
Angel Rook,
Bucky.
Sean, Newman.
Soulstone.
All right, we'll see you after the movie.